14 News, I'm Sydney Andrus.
And this is Rebecca Sterling. Global warming, fact or fiction, coming up next.
The study of Earth's history is not a subject of vital curiosity. We may need to know more if we hope to solve the environmental crisis that faces humanity.
With the start of industry in the 1700s, humans began emitting more fossil fuels from coal, oil, and gas to run our cars, trucks, and factories. By driving a smarter car, you will not only save on gas, but help prevent global warming. There is more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere today than at any point in the last 800,000 years.
Global warming is the increase of Earth's average surface temperature due to greenhouse gases that collect in the atmosphere like a thickening blanket, trapping the sun's heat and causing the planet to warm up. Greenhouse gases keep heat close to the Earth's surface, making it livable for humans and animals.
According to the U.S. Global Change Research Program, the temperature in the U.S. has increased by 2 degrees in the last 5 years.
Global warming puts coral reefs in danger as the ocean warms. Scientists fear that coral reefs will not be able to adapt quickly enough to the resulting changing conditions. Bleaching incidents and diseases will increase.
Since 1870, global sea levels have risen by about 8 inches. Global climate change has already had observable effects on the environment. Glaciers have shrunk, ice on rivers and lakes is breaking up earlier, plant and animal ranges have shifted, and trees are flowering sooner.
For all of these reasons, we've come to the conclusion that global warming is a fact.
Come down into the sea.
And I've studied Arctic sea ice, which has shrunk by about half in the summer months, and it's shrinking. It's shrunk about 10 to 15% in the winter. Worldwide glaciers have shrunk about half since the 1900s. Carbon dioxide and methane, which is a much more potent greenhouse gas, and that's quadrupled since the Industrial Revolution, are very important greenhouse agents that are causing global warming. So we need to find ways to cut emissions of carbon dioxide by burning less coal, oil, and natural gas, and also develop systems to remove carbon dioxide from, say, chimneys of coal-fired power stations, which is feasible, and then storing it underground in solid form. Ozone in the stratosphere is very important because it blocks ultraviolet radiation, and life on Earth wasn't possible until there was an ozone layer. And in the use of chlorofluorocarbons, freezing agents in the 70s, 80s, 90s, were causing an ozone hole in the Antarctic and beginning in the Arctic. And then there was the Montreal Protocol when nations agreed to cut emissions of chlorofluorocarbons. And since then, the levels have sort of stabilized. It'll probably take another 50 years before it fully recovers.
Although we are going for the side that global warming is a fact, there are some good points that explain why it could be a hoax. NeverMax.com says that politicians and ad campaigns throw in little deniers to throw you off from the real point of what's actually happening. This means they generalize or exaggerate their facts. Also, on the business side of things, globalwarminghoax.com said that global warming is a scare tactic. Companies use these as advertising schemes to promote you to buy a product to be safe, such as low-emitting cars or ethanol. Globalclimate.com stated that we are approaching an ice age.
Most of them are totally wrong.
Okay.
Idiots. I mean, they're so crazy, it's just unbelievable.
You're here. I can't do it. You're here with. You're here with Channel 14 News. I'm Sydney Andrus.
I'm I.
I can't fucking do it.